My name's Luke. I'm the founder of Run It Up. This is Seasonal Breakdown. Seasonal Breakdowns is our pre-inside look before we drop our collections and our items. Coming up is autumn, so I'm going to sit down with you guys and show you what's on offer for our autumn drop. So in light of this style of content, it's a different vibe, so we want to showcase a little bit more of the creative side when it comes to clothing drops, solely about the fabrics, about the items themselves, and about the designs and the story behind the designs and the depiction of the fabrics and whatnot. So it's more on the creative side, and just to showcase you a little bit more of the story behind the upcoming drops and whatnot. With autumn inbound, we have decided to drop 3 crew necks. The colours we chose were black, petrol blue and storm. Storm being grey, a more grey colourway, and petrol blue is more on the faded blue side. Choosing a crew neck is because it is autumn. You do deal in Sydney, you do deal with none of the real extremes around autumn. It is still kind of warm, but it is getting kind of cooler. So we decided to go with the crew neck, which is kind of like in between of, you know, it's a bit heavier than a t-shirt. You know, it's a long sleeve and it's not as bulky and heavy as a hoodie, as a fleece hoodie. The fabric we decided to go with is a French terry fabric. Detailing behind French terry fabric is opposed to cotton fleece, as in your fleece hoodies and jumpers. They are very heavyweight and bulky, as opposed to French fleece. Very interesting material. It's similar to use where they use bath towels, how on both sides of the bath towels is loops, has got loops on both sides to absorb moisture. However, when we take a look at the French terry crew necks, those looping fabrics are only on the one side, which is the inside, and thus leaving the outside a lot smoother touch, smoother feel, and there's more of a polished look on the outside. So behind of our autumn drop and the design, it is a simple chest print with the Run It Up name in cursive writing. All the letters are in cursive and they're tightly binded together, but you can also see the individual letters themselves, even though they are so tightly designed together. Other things about this design that we really like, and then the story it tells, you've got the inner colour as the primary colour, and then outside is the, I guess some people call it the outline. However, we've decided to name this drop called the stroke crew neck, because on Photoshop the stroke is what they call the outline, and what we decided on that name is because the colours themselves do stand out. So for the storm colour, the storm crew neck has the black lettering of Run It Up. Even though that is a very strong and bold and standalone design with the black colouring on top of the light grey, we wanted to go a little bit extra further with this design and the colours and add the stroke. So the stroke for this particular example, the storm hoodie with the black lettering, the stroke is white, so the outline of that design is white. And it's just what we want to embark with this design is the little things. So that little outline, the little stroke of the white colour alongside the black primary colour on the outside, it really puts an emphasis on the design and the name of Run It Up itself. So when people walk around and they vibe with this crew neck, we want the design to kind of speak volumes and emphasise the name Run It Up. It would be sufficient to just do the black colouring, the black lettering, but we wanted to go that extra bit further for you guys with this design and have the story behind it, and the story that is the little things, it's the stroke, it's the outline that really pushes out that name. It's really eye capturing, and it really puts an added element. It puts an extra angle on that design, so it's not just a basic design, it's also got a little bit of further in-depth layers to it. And that is the type of design we wanted to go for. That was the story behind it. We want to do something simple, but it also stands out. The letters are put together, but you can also see the individuality of each letter from R to the full stop. That's our autumn drop, guys. The stroke crew necks are our autumn drop, and thank you for listening to Seasonal Breakdown.